Nico Raskin could be leaving Rangers this summer, but how much will it cost for him to pack his bags and jump on a plane out of Glasgow Airport? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. We're here to ask how much Nico Raskin is worth, because let's be honest, a lot of people will have different opinions on this, different amounts on how much Raskin is actually worth. I've seen people say that Raskin could be the record-breaking transfer to come out of the Scottish Premiership, and I've seen people say that, he's not worth that much at all. In fact, they don't even think Rangers will be able to sell him because he's not done anything. So I'm sure there'll be some people that are in the middle as well. There's lots of comments, but we're here to give our opinion, and we're here to give, more importantly, you guys' opinions and see what the majority believe.
We've seen 2.5 million, right, is the lowest he would go for, and I've seen 40 is the highest. So that covers all these options on the polls. Where is it? I believe it's somewhere in the middle of that.
Well, good. So we put out the poll. 1,000 people answered. How much is Nico Raskin worth this summer if Rangers decide to sell? We had over 25 million, between 20 and 25 million, between 10 and 19 million, and under 10 million. Now, under 10 million has won with 47% of the vote, almost half. No surprises as to the majority of the people that I think voted for this option.
Angry Pengals fans?
Potentially. Then in second spot, we have 10 to 19 million with 20%, a fifth of the voters voting for that one. Then in third spot, we have over 25 million, 17%. And in last spot, we have 20 to 25 million, 16%. Maybe it makes sense for that to be the lowest option here, considering there is less of a difference here in terms of the scale. You've only got 5 million to work with, whereas 10 and 19, you've got 9 million in between. Under 10, you've technically got like 9 million, and then over 25 could essentially be anything. So that's the options. So majority going with under 10, then it's 10 to 19, then it's over 25 million, and in last place it's 20 to 25 million. You can give your opinion in a minute. I'm just going to give mine. I agree with as of right now, I agree with the 20%. I think that Raskin's value is probably somewhere between 10 and 19 million. I think it'd actually be pretty close to right in the middle of that, to be fair. That's what I think.
14 and a half.
Aye. I think, I'm not saying it can't be a bit more than that, but for me, that's probably where I would value Nico Raskin at the moment. I don't think he'd be going under 10. And honestly, I don't think he'd really be going over 20. So I do think it is between that 10 and 19 million.
I said 15 million, which is about what you said, halfway between 10 and 19. But I think you've got to look at a bunch of key components here. Age, contract length, what he's done outside of Rangers, i.e. Belgium, right? And then compare it to other deals that have happened recently in Scottish football. Obviously, we're going to look at the likes of Bassey, Tierney, and O'Reilly. But I think the key thing for me is, and I thought about it there, O'Reilly has done hee-haw for Denmark. Right? Literally, I think he's not even been called up, has he? I believe he hasn't. Now, maybe since he moved to Brighton, he has been called up, right? But I think why Nico Raskin is essentially maybe worth double what we think he might be worth is just due to the fact of the Belgian caps. I honestly believe that's it. Too much emphasis.
And they're a top nation.
Yeah, and they're a top nation as well. Put it this way, right? I know international football, most people don't care about it, right? And yada, yada, right? But see if Matt O'Reilly was doing what he did for Celtic in the 23-24 campaign, on top of getting capped for Denmark and starting every week, that adds money onto his transfer value every day of the week. And I think that's the key thing with Nico Raskin. If he was nowhere near the Belgian squad, would be nowhere near 25 million price tags for Rangers.
I'm just not convinced that Nico Raskin had as good a season as O'Reilly did before he left.
I don't think no, he didn't.
So yeah, I think that I think about 15 million's about right.
I would agree. I think about 15.
It could be closer to 19 than 10.
Aye.
It could be like 16, 17, 18.
To go for as much as possible.
I just over 25 would be breaking the Scottish Premiership transfer record, and I don't think he's done enough to justify that.
2025 has been great for Nico Raskin, right? But you're right. He needs to do it more consistently. Well, he needs to do more in 6 months.
Listen, if he gets let's say he signs a 2-year contract extension this summer, stays another year, see if he has another standout year, and maybe helps Rangers to a league title.
Yeah.
Then
and
I
he
think
has a great World Cup or something.
aye, and he's in the Belgian team and he's playing a big part and he's starting games at the World Cup. Then I easily could see him breaking the transfer. I just think at this point, not for me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rangers got 20 million from him.
Aye.
I just don't think it'll be 25 or over.
But here, they want 25. They've literally put the price tag on of 25. And I know Belgium, they're not, people point out they're not the team they used to be. They're not, right? They're not the golden generation of like 2016.
Yeah, but that golden generation underperformed, didn't they? So who knows?
Maybe
Maybe Raskin's generation will actually win something.
Absolutely, but I think they suggest that the guy's going to go. People are suggesting that the Rangers would be lucky to get 4 or 5 million. They're going to get way more than that.
Yeah,
if Rangers are getting 5.5, right, for 31-year-old Dessers, despite being top goal scorer.
Hold on. If Rangers see if Rangers aren't getting a minimum of 10 million, why would they even contemplate selling? Doesn't make any logical sense.
No, you're right with that as well.
Rangers only need to sell Raskin if the offer is too good.
Yeah.
Like I don't even think. Let's say Rangers get offered 10, 12. I don't even know if that's worth selling them. I think once you get close to 20, then you're like, right, okay. But
but see another thing, right? Nico Raskin is the most. Him and Lennon Miller are the two most talked about midfielders in the Scottish Premiership this transfer window. Like they're the ones with the links. We've not really made any fids on anyone else.
Alright, you're saying Rangers are getting priced out. Let's say Rangers could sell Raskin for 20 million. Would you be happy if they paid half of that on Miller?
Yes, that's what I want them.
But do you just don't think they'll pay 10 million for
Miller?
Miller?
Oh no, they're not. They're never going to do it. But that's what
I have a feeling that let's say someone came in. Let's say Chelsea offered Rangers 40 million for Raskin. I still don't think they'd pay 10 million for Miller.
No, you're right.
I just don't think they'd pay 10 million to Millerville for a player that's. I just don't think Rangers or Celtic are giving 10 million to a club in Scotland. I just don't. We've never seen them give anything close to that to a club before, and I just don't see it happening now.
It would have to be someone attacking wise that's getting 25 goals, 15 assists.
I still don't see it.
Yeah, but I think it would have to be attacking wise.
I know, I see what you're saying, but I don't see it. Let's get in the comments, see what they're saying. See what they're saying.
92.
Neil Byrne says he's not particularly old. On top of his duties as a defensive midfielder, he's chipped him with a few goals as well, taking on the role as club. Vice captain to James Tavernier. He's been a first 11 regular with every considered. Then Rangers should be looking towards the top end of 10 million to 20 million category. Over 15 million. I agree with that. I think they should be looking. I said it was somewhere in the middle. When I said in the middle, I was leaning more towards the 20 million. Thinking around maybe 16, 17, 18 maybe even. So I think
15's the baseline.
Aye.
15 and up, because Rangers, there's a 20% sell-on fee. So
yeah,
anything
under 15 mil, anything under 15 million, I'm not sure it's worth it.
Yep, totally agree.
I think Rangers would be better off having Raskin in their squad for the next 2 seasons.
Put it this way, I believe if Rangers don't sell him and keep him another year, they would probably make about 15 million next summer.
Yeah, especially if he does. I mean, if he does well in the World Cup, even though he's going to have only 1 year left, if he goes on, if he has another good season and a successful season at Rangers and does well at the World Cup, I mean, is there even a case maybe his value could go up?
It could go up.
But he would need to have a great season, obviously. Blair Meikle says Raskin outplayed the so-called best CMs in the league this season. Raskin's definitely worth over 15 million. I agree. I think probably about 15 to 20 million, somewhere in there. Davil says 20 no less. Paul Dockey never played top club level football, never won a title. Why would a team pay 25 million when they can get James McAtee, etc. from England?
Why are we pretending that James McAtee's the fucking greatest thing known to man?
Well, I mean, Matt O'Reilly never played top level club football either, did he?
He played Champions League. That's his argument.
Oh, aye, because Rangers just play Diddy teams in the Europa League. Forgot Rangers don't play the likes of fucking. Did Rangers not just play the 2 Europa League finals? As shite as they were, did Rangers not play the 2 Europa League finals?
Yep, and should have got more than what they did against them. Yeah, well, no need to fear, Paul, because you'll be playing Diddy Europa League teams come September. So
Rod Lawson says 2 Bob, Celtic 18-18 Jinky, 3 goals and 1 assist. Lucky to get 3 million. The cunt is pish. He's just a decent player among utter shite, making him look better than he is.
See, right, hold on.
Is this a new account? Is this the
see,
tool that Stephen Mill always owns?
Might be. Seeing the 5 games in the split, he had 3 goals, 4 assists in the 5 games in the split alone.
So obviously those stats don't really add up.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, Raskin's not like an attack-minded midfielder.
Barry Ferguson, there was one thing he did right coming in. It was improved Raskin.
Aye, Taunton Catholic, I think around 18 million. He'll come on leaps and bounds under the right manager. I think that's about a fair price. Mr. Monty the Mouse, missing info here, wee man. Is it the Turkish lira or the football manager you're talking about? We are the people, lots of unwashed Celtic fans voting. Depends who's the buyer. Michael Kelly, about 3.25 million plus add-ons. Under 10. Hen says too many nappy rippers on this chat. Alan Craig says Barcelona and Real Madrid must be fighting over him. All these Tim Coons had a good quarter of the season, 20 plus. Maida, who's actually a sprinter, not actually a good footballer, 25 million. I mean, I actually believe people were saying 40 million for Kuhn.
They were at the start. So,
but you know what? I do take an issue with this guy trying to pretend that Maida isn't worth 25, or 25's a laughable suggestion. To say that the guy's
undermining your own argument. He is by saying that Maida's not worth it. You can't counteract someone by saying Maida's not worth it if you're saying that Raskin is worth it.
Yeah, it's like you're trying it. Yeah.
Like, who had the better season, Raskin or Maida? It was Maida.
Maida all day long.
Yeah, and I'll admit that.
It's just like,
but if you're saying Maida's pish and no worth 25, then what's Raskin worth then?
Yeah. It's like, oh, they put down my player, so I'm going to put down their player. It's like, why could, I mean, you could just be like, meet in the middle and go, maybe they're both fucking worth a good amount of money.
A couple of Mars bars and a packet of Quavers should seal the deal. I haven't had a packet of Quavers in a while.
No, I think there's like a packet in there. Michael says minus
in the West Wing.
West Wing minus 2.5. West Coast. See all these retards laughing at 25 million. That's laughable. 25 million plus is exactly the price tag. Calvin Bassey. Ajax 23 million. Nathan Patterson rose to 19 million. With Everton, Raskin's levels above both of them and head and shoulders above every other midfielder in Scotland. This is factual. I'm going to disagree, right? First of all, I don't think it's factual that Raskin is head and shoulders above Calvin Bassey, especially what they've done in a Rangers shirt. I think that's disrespectful to Bassey. And also, I'm not sure if that 19 million with Everton's legit. I mean, there was people saying they never even got 12.
Yeah, people saying it was closer to like 4. I don't really know what happened to Patterson. As for Bassey, I said earlier in a previous video, Bassey, for me, was better at Rangers than Raskin has been.
No, but I've not seen anything to suggest that went to 19 million.
Yeah, neither have I.
That just seems like a made-up figure.
He said it's factual, though.
Well, I mean, show me the facts.
Bassey was carrying Rangers that second half of that 21-22 season, man.
Summit Day says 40 quid. Vatican Bishops, reality check, 0 league titles, not the best midfielder in Scotland. Multiple other CMs have better ratings and stats. He has 3 goals and 1 assist for the 2024-2025 season. By contrast, Engels has 5 goals and 7 assists. Kalmack has 10 goals and 6 assists. Your claims of the amount for him will never happen when there are far more better and consistent options in other leagues and clubs. He also, while being lauded by Rangers fans, played every game in that record-breaking winless run under Barry Boy. You'll be lucky to get 10 million or above for him. Again, Engels, this is an attacking midfielder. Raskin is not. I don't think those stats for Raskin are...
Right, this is his stats. 48 games, 5 goals and 11 assists. Now, in terms of the league, he's played 33 games and he's got 4 goals and 10 assists. He's not a creative midfielder. He's a centre mid. He's not a cam, right? And I'm not going to sit here and say that 4 goals and 10 assists is fantastic. But I'm not expecting Nicolas Raskin to be rocking in with 20 goals, 20 assists. That's not the sort of player he is.
See, if Arnie Engels was so much better, would he not be in the Belgian team instead of him?
He would be. No, people are saying that Kevin De Bruyne has replaced Arnie Engels in the Belgian team. Is there not enough room for 2 of them then?
He never replaced Raskin, did he?
No, he did not. Well, different players.
What we got here? Celtic fans going on about winners' medals as if it makes you a better player. James Forrest more than Luis Diaz. Yeah, see this whole you don't won anything. See, unless you're look at the Scottish Premiership, it's dominated by one team. The likelihood is, unless you've played for Celtic, alright, if you played for Rangers over the last 5 years, you will have won like one little odd trophy. But unless you've played for Celtic, then the likelihood is you've won fuck all.
Yeah.
I know Aberdeen just won the Scottish Cup, but let's say they didn't. I mean, when was the last time? No Aberdeen player would have won anything then, because their last trophy dates back to 2014-15. So like, you can be a good player, and Aberdeen have had lots of good players over the years. Yeah. I mean, Hearts haven't won it. He's saying that Hearts haven't had a good player in 13 years since they won. I mean, come on, there's been loads of good players. This whole you haven't won anything.
People are hanging too much on the value about what he's won in Scotland. As I've said, I'm sick of fucking repeating myself.
Yeah, the Celtic fans not basically always call it Anthony Ralston, say he's shite and that Celtic need better?
Yeah.
They do the same thing with Greg Taylor. Oh, but look at the trophies. Well, Raskin must be... Ralston must be great. Why don't they just sell Why don't Celtic sell Johnson and play Ralston at right back? Because he's won a shitload more trophies.
That's it.
Ralston's won more trophies than Johnson.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about, so why not do that?
We can sit here and people can argue about he's no worth it. We'll have to wait and see what he goes for.
RJC says, if you go and look yourself, you'll find much better than him for 25 million. It's a made up number. No doubt it'll be 50 million for Dessers because it's always more for goal scorers and all has been. I think always has been. How's that a made up number? You can turn around and say that you'll find much better for 25 million, which could be true, but you'll find much worse as well. Look how inflated some of the markets are in football. We've literally seen shite players go for like 50 mil.
Yeah. Fucking more than that. It's crazy. The amount of money that's getting spent on Diddy, man.
James Doran says 5 million max. God Street Messenger says 25 mil. Christopher Cairn says best player on a very average team. More so very, very poor Rangers team in standards, so nothing above 10 in my opinion. Padraig says take the 60 million. Roslin, what has he done to deserve a £10 million price tag? 5-6 million at best. 35 replies. Don't know if you can be arsed getting into them.
No.
Baldycock says what the fuck? 3'6" and they want 20 million. It's just not on. The fans on crack. Gavin Rad says all the Tim's voting, and CME says 20 million. Get a fucking grip, you deluded zombie twats.
Lovely wee comment there.
No, I don't get, right? It's a fucking poll. I have not clarified or stated that he is worth 20 million. There's fucking 4 options, and you're free to pick whichever one you think he is valued at. Who just put up 20 million and said that's his value or that's what he's going for? I didn't put up 4 options with every single one being 20 million. This doted prick's just plucked 20 million out of nowhere.
Yeah, but Rangers have put a 25 million price tag on it. Rangers wouldn't have put that on him if they didn't think they could be capable of getting that. That's the reality, and the rumours are yesterday, right, that Aston Villa are plotting a move for him.
It's not like the lowest option I put up is 20 million.
Aye.
You're entitled to go under 10 if you think that's the case.
We'll have to wait and see. A long summer ahead.
But, I mean, these are the same people that were demanding 40 million for Kuhn, who had like a 2-month good period.
Yeah.
And the rest of his Celtic career's been shite. So, I mean, if they can get that for him, then can't Rangers even contemplate 20 million for a guy that's now in the Belgium national team? I think so. Anyway, guys, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. Nico Raskin. Is he going to go, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, I think he will, but the money needs to be right. I think if it's not 15 million or above, there's just no value in Rangers selling him. You'd be better off keeping him. Plus, I mean, Rangers have 3 Champions League qualifiers to navigate. Is it smart for Rangers to be selling Dessers and Raskin and players like that? I mean, I think the money you'd make for the Champions League alone would be better than any money you get for those.
Well, you're right. Maybe Rangers should keep him, and then as soon as they win the playoff round, sell him for like 80 million because obviously his value will go up because it's Champions League.
Elite quality player, right?
Yeah. So that's what they should do. We'll do that.
No, but like, see, Rangers, I don't think they want to be selling key players. And then even if they replace them, right, it's going to take a while to do you not think, like, if Rangers have got any chance of qualifying for the Champions League, they need to keep the best players that they currently have in this squad.
Absolutely, but
I just don't see.
Like I've said though, if Rangers get 25 million, can't turn it down. 25 million invested into the squad's better than just Raskin being in the squad.
Yeah, but Raskin not how much does that lower your chances of qualifying for the Champions League if you take Raskin it?
Of course, but again, it increases your chance. You need to spend it right though. But again, if you make 25 million,
yeah, but it can take time.
They're not going to spend 25 million.
It takes time to get transfers in.
It does.
It takes time for players to come into the team and get up and running.
We'll have to wait and see.
Rangers, I don't think have that luxury.
No, they probably don't.
If I was Rangers, I'd be wanting to keep Dessers and Raskin for these qualifiers, but we'll see what happens. That's it. Till next time. Peace.